straight up, shaken, not stirred, born and raised in Oklahoma. I'm a student at OU at the very least, and an activist at the very most, and I'm sorry, but I have to start up with some bad news, and so I hope you're ready for this, okay? 55 out of the 77 Oklahoma counties had a higher teen birth rate than a national average. To specifically go to this teen birth rate, Oklahomans paid $149 million in taxes in 2004. 1 in 4 women are insured, so we rank 47th for women with insurance. Pregnant women, beware. Teen pregnant women, run. Just run. Don't look up. We are in a state where we have to pay huge amounts of money for birth control and where the state won't pay a dime for realistic sex education in public schools. Not a happy moment in Oklahoma. On average, a mother who is less than 18 years old is paying $3,807 per year to raise her child. By the way, I made 10 grand last year with 2 jobs and I'm 23. Hello, poverty. But now that we're on the topic of poverty rates in Oklahoma, in 2008, Oklahoma's women, younger adults, and non-whites had the highest rates of poverty, meaning a lot of my friends are absolutely, fundamentally screwed. But someone might say, so what? They can pull themselves up by their bra straps. Others might preach, get a real job, be a good mother. But when discussing the status of women, women earn 75.6% of what a man earns. We rank 45th for pay equity. Why? Well, maybe women just aren't as educated as men, but that doesn't make sense because despite higher education, women in 2009 still do not earn the same as male counterparts with the same education. Congratulations, you are standing in a state where a woman has to have a bachelor's degree to earn what a man with a high school diploma will earn.
Jesus.
But, oh yeah, we're also ranked #1 for female incarceration in the Western Hemisphere at least. Oklahoma as a state can compete with other countries in female incarceration. Maybe that puts things into perspective. I hope I haven't depressed you guys yet. But according to these numbers, Oklahoma is unhealthy for women physically, mentally, and financially. We are ranked lowest in the good things and highest in the bad things.
Down with Republicans!
Well, at this point, it's hard to have a women's issue in Oklahoma. At this point, I feel like most Oklahoma women have a lifestyle. A lifestyle of coping, of dealing, of problem solving, of waiting in line, of being too tired, of excuses, of saying, well, what am I supposed to expect? I'm in the Bible Belt. We don't have issues in Oklahoma. We have a series of unfortunate events.
Whoa!
We are strapped to a railroad with a piece of rope waiting for the train to hit us for the millionth time. A woman is asked what she was wearing when she tries to report that she was raped. A woman feels like she can't report her abusive husband because she's an immigrant and doesn't want to lose her green card. A woman becomes even less of a person for 9 months while she's pregnant. So, what do we do? Yeah, so it just goes downhill from there. So, what do? Progressives talk about being so alone in the red state like Oklahoma. So, I just want to do a little activity. I want everybody to look left. I want everybody to look right. Does it look like we're alone?
No.
Yeah. I, for one, think that you are a pretty large, intimidating crowd. I'm kind of scared myself. I'd also like to say, if any of you have asked a stranger here if they are a Democrat or a Republican. So probably not. So that means that women's health, safety, and security aren't divided on party lines. Yeah. But then, what are we supposed to blame, right? Well, here's my last statistic. Oklahoma has the 2nd lowest female representation in the U.S. Raise your hand if you think this is a coincidence. Anybody? So, if you're tired of playing defense in the war on women, let's play offense. On average, female politicians author women-friendly legislation. Women are also more likely to reach across party lines and convert others to the legislation. If there's a woman running for office in your district, that woman needs your support. If we can change one statistic by voting and volunteering, why don't we? I hope most people believe that there needs to be an equal representation when it comes to our legislators, but I'm smart enough to know that not everyone does. If there's a male legislator out there who knows what it's like to take a pregnancy test, or 2 or 3, I'd like to meet him. If there's a male legislator who, without Googling, can tell me which IUD doesn't have estrogen, let me know. If there is a male legislator who can enlighten me on what it feels like to walk to your car alone at night with your car key in between your fingers in one hand and your phone with 911 pre-dialed in the other, blaming yourself for you not using the buddy system, I hope someone tells me. I'm an activist. I don't talk unless I'm passionate. I listen when I don't know enough, and damn, do I love to vote. So, my request is simple. When you legislate a body, at least have the body first. My threat is personal. If a male-run legislator is making decisions that affect my womanhood, then someone pass me a ballot because I'm ready to vote. There aren't enough legislators who feel uncomfortable with this lack of diversity and act as if this lack of representation is normal, and that's just unacceptable for Oklahoma. If there's one thing that I've learned while being a woman in Oklahoma, I've learned that if I see an opportunity, then I'm going to take it. Any progress is progress. That includes getting female candidates into the legislature. In the words of Mary J. Blige, one day we'll look back on this, we'll be like, remember this. This November, a real change is going down, and I'm going to be in the middle of it, and I hope to see you there.